This picture includes revelations of heaven. Xuefeng, February 13th, 2020. Translated by Yu and edited by Care. Please study this picture before reading on. The top part shows snow everywhere, cold wind is blowing. The ice world and snow are all lifeless. This represents the frozen layer of hell. The middle part shows a bleak autumn with yellow vegetation. Winter cicada represents melancholy, and fresh grain drifting on the breeze from the fields. This represents the human world. The lower part shows lush green vegetation, a garden full of the beauty of spring. Birds are tweeting, flowers are blooming, and everything is full of vitality. This represents heaven. The picture shows two revelations. The first one is that hell, earth, and heaven are one, are connected, and are all in the same painting. The difference is that the different parts have different temperatures. Hell is cold, the earth is warm, and heaven is hot. Hell is connected to the earth, and the earth is connected to heaven. If you leave the earth, you will go to either hell or heaven. The second one is that any person can go to heaven, stay on the earth, or go to hell, whichever they choose. The problem is that people cannot see heaven or hell with their naked eyes. They think that the only place in which they can survive is where they are. Suppose there were an ant in the middle of the above picture, it would be absolutely unaware of the existence of the upper frigid zone and the lower tropical zone. The truth is that people are just like that hypothetical ant. When we look at this picture, everything is clear because we see the macro, the full view, the big picture, but the ant in a certain area sees neither the whole picture nor even the differences between the areas. People cannot see the entire picture of the existence of life, cannot see the entire universe, including the non-material world, and cannot see heaven and hell, so they think that heaven and hell either do not exist or that they are very far away. So, we need someone who can see the whole picture to explain it and guide us, or someone who knows the big picture and the route to heaven and will tell it to us. If we depend on ourselves to explore the way to heaven, we might not find the way to heaven even after we have explored it for a millennium. From the above picture, we can see that the three environments are very different from each other. The core factor that makes them different are their temperatures. Different temperatures create different environments. Of course, you can also explain it based on latitude and altitude. The environments of heaven, the earth, and hell are also different. The core factor that causes the differences is that the non-material structures of life in each layer of space are different, or the vibrational frequencies of life in each layer of space are different. You could even say that the weight of the life in each layer of space is different. It takes a long time to explain these principles in detail, but I am here to explain them briefly and to try to inspire you, using temperature as a benchmark. As long as you try to figure them out often, you will understand them eventually. In the above picture, the lower the temperature, the more it approaches the cold zone, while the higher the temperature, the more it approaches the hot zone. The temperate zone is sandwiched between the two extreme zones. Life also has temperature. Of course, this temperature is an abstract one. It does not refer to human body temperature, but the temperature of life. Let us look at the temperatures of three kinds of people. The first type is indifferent, cold, selfish, aggressive, cruel, strongly jealous, intensely greedy for possessions and control, and always complains and whines, which makes people around them feel uncomfortable. The second type is lukewarm, lacks enthusiasm and passion, is indifferent to everything, drifts along, is not self-motivated, is confused, is neither greedy nor dedicated, and neither harms nor helps. The third type is always full of exuberant vitality and enthusiasm, always brings hope and light to people, is always full of confidence when encountering difficulties, brings happiness to people often, always likes to contribute to others and to society, and never complains. The life temperatures of the three types of people listed above are very different. According to the standards of the picture above, the first type will be plucked up to the frigid zone, hell, the second type will continue to stay in the temperate zone, the human world, and the third type will drift south to the tropics, heaven. In other words, the first type of people will languish in hell, the second type will stagnate in the human world, and the third type will enjoy the splendor of heaven. The above analysis and explanation is very rough because there are several transitional zones between those three. Therefore, the spaces of life are not only heaven, earth, and hell, but also includes many transitional levels between them, such as the livestock layer, the wildlife layer, the yin and yang layer, and the plant layer between earth and hell, and worlds between earth and heaven such as the Azura world and the Heaven realm, where the Jade Emperor described in literature is located, and others. Even in heaven, there are the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, the Elysium world, and others. This principle cannot be seen or perceived from the above picture. May this picture and my brief analysis help you become enlightened and sublime, and may you ascend toward heaven.